All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us his truth through well. This is the brother Izar. I'm going to go into the 400-year prophecy again, man, because, you have Jakes that are still talking about the 400-year prophecy when it's done, man. All right, it happened, and it happened long time ago. Okay, it's not getting ready to take place. Is America being judged? Hell yes, most definitely America is being judged. Okay, most definitely Babylon the Great is being judged, and it will be judged by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, but when Scripture talks about this Exodus, okay, of the 400 years, it's not talking about the Exodus that is getting ready to happen, because there will be another Exodus. Okay, there will be another Exodus getting ready to happen, and that is a true statement. Okay, and it will happen. According to prophecy, it will happen. But the 400-year prophecy already passed. All right, people are counting from 1619 to 2019. That would be the 400 years. Okay, well, we're in 2021 now, man. Okay, we're in 2021. Where's salvation? The salvation of the 400 years already passed, already happened, man. It's not getting ready to take place. It already happened. We can't stress that enough. All right, you have a lot of Israelites that have that misinformation, and for small stuff like that, man, you're gonna fall. Okay, you're gonna fall for small things like that. Hosea chapter 4 verse 6 says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So you have to have that knowledge, man. The full rule, the whole thing, man. So let me start off with Exodus 12 and 40. It says, now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. You see? 430 years. Now when you go into it, it said, now the sojourning of the children of Israel, all right, go into that word sojourning, seat, assembly, dwelling place, dwelling, the dwellers, right? So a dwelling place, a situation, a location. All right, the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt, okay, dwelt, let's look at that word, dwelt, remain, sit, abide, remain, stay, to be inhabited, okay, in Egypt was 4, arabai, which is simply the word 4, okay, 100, which is simply the word 100, as a simple number as part of a larger number, okay, so 430 years, okay, so there was 30 years, and then 400 years was when the affliction happened, man, And reason why I bring this up is because, I watched a couple videos from Elder Apostle Tahar, and then I saw Vocab Malone posted a video, something about Hebrew something, so I clicked on it. And when I clicked on it, the video was disinteresting, so, I didn't really listen to what was going on in the video. But the first thing I saw was a comment, okay? And the comment said, let me actually read it because I have it right here. It says, we are in Genesis 15 and 13's prophecy. Okay? I am very interested to see the contact of Vocab's video in 2021. Genesis 15 and 13 had nothing to do with Moses or Egypt. This nation is being judged. Now, again, I agree. Babylon the Great is being judged. Okay? I definitely agree. Because all judgment comes from the Most High. So yes, this place is being judged. But it's not the 400-year prophecy, man. I just read it in Exodus 12. Talking about the Exodus. So it says Genesis 15 and 13. So now let's go to Genesis 13 and 15. And again, Exodus 12 and 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. So scripture verifies scripture, right? Scripture already said 430 years. That means 400 of those 430 were in captivity. It says, and it came to pass at the end of 430 years, even the self same day it came to pass, that all the hosts of Yahweh went out of the land of Egypt. You see that? That is the Exodus. After 430 years, okay, 400 were in captivity. We came out of Egypt. Even that same day that the 400-year prophecy was fulfilled, that same day we came out. Okay? It says, it is a night to be much observed unto Yahweh for bringing them up out of the land of Egypt. This is that night of Yahweh to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. You see that? So again, that's 430 years. Now let's go to this Genesis 15 and start off at 13. Let's start off at 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, before he was named Abraham. And lo, a horror of great darkness fell upon him, and said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. You see? They shall afflict them 400 years. That means 430 years that Israel was in Egypt. 30 years they were not afflicted, and 400 years they were afflicted. And when were they not afflicted? When Joseph was there, right? Because then it says that a Pharaoh that came into power, that knew not Joseph, afflicted the children of Israel, right? So they didn't know, oh, this is the mountain of Jacob, which there's a Pharaoh. If you look it up, there's a Pharaoh named Yaqub Har, which means Jacob's mountain. You see, which is the government of Jacob, which are the Israelites. You see? So it says, and when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram, and lo, a horror of great darkness fell upon him. Genesis 15 and 13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Okay? So now let's go into the word surety, which is yada. And it says to know, okay, to perceive, to know by experience. Okay, so this is to Abram. It says, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs. Okay, and shall serve them. Ibad is to work, serve. Ibad, okay, is to serve. Now, the word matazarayim is double straits, okay? Double straits. That word straight is hardship. That means double hardship, okay? So slavery, that's what happened, slavery. You see, to work, serve, to labor, to work, to do work, to serve as subjects, all right? It says, this is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict. Let's look up the word afflict. To be occupied, be bruised with, to afflict, oppress. Okay, remember, double straits means affliction. All right, double hardship. It says to humble, be afflicted, be bowed down, to be put down, become low, to be depressed, be downcast, to be afflicted, to stoop. Okay, shall afflict them 400 years. So it only said 400 years, right? It didn't say 400 years in some. Okay, so that means out of the 430, 30, there was no affliction. In 400 years, there was affliction. There was affliction for 400 years, man. So then the thing with America being the 400-year prophecy, it wouldn't fit, So if we say from the time that the Israelites were being afflicted, really it started way before in 1619, all right? in the early 1500s, you had Israelites that were being afflicted. You know? And the whole house of Israel started in the late 1500s, before 1619. It's documented that before 1619 there was people that were being afflicted. You know? So right now, yeah, the whole house of Israel is being afflicted. Okay, you have Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans here in Babylon, and soon throughout the whole world, everybody's going to be afflicted. Does that mean 400 years after that time period? No, man, that prophecy already passed. Why do you think Scripture talks about it shall come as a thief in the night? Okay, as a thief in the night, which is what? A time that you're not aware of. Why? Because you have to be watching prophecies, not just one prophecy, prophecies as of many. All right, be a watcher, be a seer, listen to apostles, to elders, to your heads, you know, and be a watcher. Things that are happening in the world, that's how we indicate we're in the end. Okay, we're not going off of exact numbers. 20 years from this point is when this is going to happen. All things will be revealed in the kingdom of heaven, Salakia, heaven. Okay, when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua rescues us and saves us with an everlasting salvation. Okay, that will happen, But for now, that 1619 to 2019, that's 400 years, man. That's 400 years. And we read in Exodus 12 how it said exactly at the 430-year mark. That means after those 30 years, those 400 years of affliction, that exact time, they were saved. Okay? It says, shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, which at that time, Israel didn't have a land. Okay? Israelites didn't have a land. From the time of Abraham, that's why they're called Hebrews. When you go into the word Hebrew, it's from that dwell from a faraway place. That come from a faraway land. Strangers. That's why they were called Hebrews, man, because they were strangers to the lands. So when you go to the Ibar, which is Eber, and then Ibarya, which is the Hebrew, all right, then it makes sense, okay? After Abraham, he had Ishmael, and then he had Isaac. After Isaac, he had Jacob, or Esau and Jacob. And throughout that whole time, the lineage, the seed line, which is followed by Isaac and Jacob, they didn't have a place to dwell, okay? They were just strangers in the lands, man. And supposedly from Abraham all the way to Exodus was 430 years as well, So it would only make sense, all right, that this 400-year prophecy is talking about the dwelling place or the dwelling in Egypt, because Exodus 12 goes into it. Exodus 12 and 40, Exodus 12 and 41. Otherwise, again, it doesn't make sense. All right, Scripture has to verify Scripture. It says 400 years shall afflict, and again, afflict means to afflict, all right, to have in hardship. 400 years, when you go to the word 400 again, it's arabai, all right, which means 4, and then ma'ah, which means 100, and then years, which is a period of time, all right, year, a division of time, measure of time, indication of age, a lifetime. Okay, shall afflict them 400 years. But then check this out, all right, because like I'm commented on that dude. He was saying, at 400 years, it says 400 years, and it's not talking about the time of Egypt or Moses or anybody. But they're sadly mistaken, man. All right, you do err not knowing the Scriptures. That's why you need to come up under the order, man. All right, that's why you need to come up under the order. You solo Israelites out there that are not part of a camp, all right, really great millstone, all right, you solo Israelites out there that are self-teaching yourself, who are you getting this inspiration from, man? How do you know that you're Judah? How do you know that you're an Israelite? How do you know that you're anything, man? I met this dude long time ago that said he was taking stuff and the brother Yabatas, I also met him. All right, this dude was saying, I take stuff from what the Hebrews say, the Israelites, and I take stuff from what the fake Jewish people say over there in Israel, and I take stuff from the Christians, just mixing doctrines, man. That's not what Scripture's about. You either have it or you don't, man. You either have it or you don't. Okay? So Genesis 15:14 says, and also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Now, again, is America going to be judged? It's going to be judged. Is it being judged? It's being judged. That's a fact. But check this out. It says, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance. All right? That's a key word. There's little things into this ministry, all right, that we need to look into. That's why we look into words. Substance is rakaush. All right, rakaush is property, goods, possessions, right? Property, goods, general term from all movable goods of livestock, of stores, utensils, etc. Now tell me, where the hell does it say in Scripture that when Babylon the Great is being destroyed, we're going to come out with gold and livestock and substance and stores and riches? Where does it say that in Scripture? It doesn't. It said, neither will they desire, right? We're not going to desire the things of this place, man, because everything is going to be burnt to ash. Okay? Everything will be burnt to ash, man. We're not going to come out with livestock, with goods, with possessions. Okay? The only thing we're going to come out of this with is our lives, man. And that's what we're looking for. The kingdom of heaven, everything will be established. All right? That's why Scripture says, search ye first the kingdom of heaven. Before you try and search for deep meanings into Scripture and this means this, first seek ye the kingdom of heaven, man. Pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Fast for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Get into Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what you need to be seeking. That's you seeking the kingdom of heaven, the fear and the instruction from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. But you trying to be deep and seem like some type of, prophet is not profitable. Okay? You just seeming like a prophet is not profitable, man. You being a prophet is profitable. And by you being a prophet, that means you're going to have 100% truth, not half, not 99, 100. That means everything that was shown to you and the scriptures that you're able to read out, the scriptures that you're able to break down, it has to be 100% correct. Okay? And though we slip with the tongue and sometimes we say something we didn't mean, okay, yet we're not fools in knowledge. And that's what Apostle Paul said. You cannot be a fool in this knowledge, man. And being a fool is being ignorant, being sottish, being stupid. Okay? Being void of that wisdom. If you don't have that wisdom, then pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai or watch a couple videos from Great Millstone. You'll get the understanding. I promise you. You'll get the understanding, man. When we come out of Babylon the Great, we're not going to come out with possessions. The only thing we're leaving Babylon with is our lives. Okay? And some of us may have to die. So how the hell are we going to come out with possessions? Tell me how many Israelites died leaving Egypt? 0. 0 Israelites died leaving Egypt. Okay? Now, after they left Egypt and they went against Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, then they died in the wilderness, and then that was 4 generations as well. But even at that, they left with livestock, they left with gems, they left with stores of jewelry. Not saying they carried a whole store, but they left with a great substance, is what I'm saying. With properties, with goods, possessions. That's what the Israelites left Egypt with, man. We're not going to leave modern day Egypt, spiritual Egypt, with possessions. Okay? Again, the only possession we're going to keep is our lives. All right? Through the faith we have in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're not going to be taking, have cargo pants, and take a little bit of gold over here and a little bit of US dollars over here. We're not going to take that shit, man. It doesn't make any sense. We're not going to leave with our fucking cars. We're not going to leave with our brand new PlayStations or brand new Xboxes or PCs or what have you, man. Our brand new Jordans. We're not leaving with that shit, man. We're not going to have that in the kingdom of heaven. All right? You're not going to see us walking around with Jordans, man. Okay? That's going off, you know? Go into scripture and read scripture to verify scripture, man. So it says good, richest substance, all right? And this is talking about a physical substance. Verse 15, and thou shalt go to thy father's peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. You see? So what, Moses is going to be buried again? Because that scripture is not going to be jumping back and forth. You know? Sometimes it does, but in this context, it's not jumping back and forth, man. It's talking about the seed of Abraham that's going to be in a nation, and they shall serve them. And from the serving is going to be 400 years. As strangers is going to be 430 years. Okay? And they shall come out with great substance. Now, when did Israel come out with great substance, man? You know, I don't even remember exactly where it's at. Genesis 14. So jumping down, it's Genesis 46 around here. Jacob's seed with them. Let's see here. This is the time of Joseph. I believe it was, Salak is where was it? Was it 13? Blemish, and you shall keep it 14. Then Moses called the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out to take you a lamb according to your families. As for the Passover, the Egyptians were urgent upon the people, and they might send them out of the land in haste. Let's read it from here, because that actually goes into everything. Exodus 12 and 33. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people, that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. Okay? That's why it was unto that very same day that the 400-year prophecy was done. The Egyptians were basically running the Israelites out, man. You know, because of all the things that happened to Pharaoh, to his sons, and to the sons of Egypt, and all the plagues that was hitting them. They were afraid, you know. Verse 34, and the people took their dough before it was leavened, and their kneading throats being bound up in the clothes upon their shoulders, and the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses. And they borrowed of the Egyptians, all right, jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment, and Yahweh gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. You see that? They came out with great substance, right? They came out with great substance. That's the same thing we read in the book of Genesis as well. And that's the prophecy that was given to Abraham, all right, before he was called Abraham, which was Abram, you know? So the 400-year prophecy already passed, man, you know? And if I'm mistaken in anything I said, babakusha, to the brothers and the elders and the apostles, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Babakusha, correct me if I'm wrong. But with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us his truth to rule well. Shalom.